Hey guys, I'm gonna show you like how to do cool things with your hair whenever it's like curly and like not really good. Like curly, wavy, long hair type ways. So you can either curl it with the curling wand. This one's cone hair, you curling wand. Or you can do a bunch of different things. But today I'm gonna show you how to straighten your hair. And there's many different ways to straighten your hair, but this one is like one of my favorite ways. And the straightener I am using today is the Revlon straightener. And I don't think I got this one at Walmart, and I think it was about like $12. There's two different temperatures. There's high and low. I always put mine on high just because I have thick hair and my hair is kind of really curly when it's wet. I prefer not to straighten it when it's wet because it gets frizzy, but other than that, it's okay to use. So on to the hair. One way you can one way you can part your hair would be to take the hair pieces from behind your ear, wrap it around, take your fingers, wrap it around, and grasp your hand around it, and just take it, put it in a small bun or like a mess or whatever. Doesn't have to be perfect, just because you're going to be taking those pieces out later. And then you're going to part your hair, take those two sections, and part it into making sure it's on both sides of your head. And then make sure they're even. Just play with it, make sure they're even. And then you're gonna make sure your straightener is heated up. And then you're gonna take a piece about that thick, kinda. And then you're just gonna straighten it like always. The way I straighten it is I really, really slow. And I kinda use a little bit of force. And then sometimes on the ends, if they're flipped, I usually curl my straightener inward just to give it a little bit of volume. And then I take another piece and I just add that on to the piece that I had just straightened, just because it just makes it all straight. And then you just keep on straightening. And then you just go on to the other side. You do the same exact thing on for the other side. Just make sure you get all your pieces, and it's how you like it. Oh, and if I look over that way, it's just because my mirror is over here. And so that's why. Okay, and after you get it to how you like it, after it's straight to your liking, you don't have to run your finger. You can add those two pieces together that you just straightened and straighten them together. This is just an add-on piece, you don't have to do this. And then you can put it in the back of your head. Then you can take pieces that you just put together, and the pieces that you pulled back, straight, put it into your hair, get it to where you like, and take the pieces from your forehead, pull those back. And this part just depends on how thick your hair is, because you can either bobby pin it back into a little bun, or you can put a ponytail. Mine, it just really depends on my mood and what I want to do. So today, I'm just gonna go and put a ponytail in. And it doesn't matter how thick or how loose it has to be. You just in a ponytail. So you take your pieces. This one's gonna be a little different because you already have straightened pieces, so it may be a little bit harder. It just depends. So you're gonna take a piece, once again, about that thick, maybe thicker, can be. Depends on how thick your metal pieces are. It just depends. Mine's a 1 inch, so it doesn't hold that much. So, and then you just straighten your hair, pull it, start at the top, and pull it down. And sometimes I add like mousse or stuff to my hair afterwards, just to give it volume. But like, I used to have heat protectant spray, but I ran out of it, and haven't gotten any more. So you just do that. It's all straight. Now on to the other side. And this is a very fast, way to do your hair, especially if you like run late in the mornings and you only have say you usually takes 2 hours to do your hair, and you only have like an hour to get ready with your hair and makeup. This only takes about 15, just depends on your hair. This only takes about 10 to 15 minutes at least just to do this. So it just depends on how fast you are, how picky you are, and how thick your hair is. I can usually get mine done in about 15 minutes, maybe 10. I used to get it done in 3 before I learned how to do this, and I like doing this better because it actually does straighten my hair a lot better. And once again, you're gonna grab all the pieces that you just straightened, including your past ones, and just run through it together this way, just so you know you get all sides. And just making sure you get all your hair straightened in the way you like it. And here's that half. It's about half of my hair straightened. I know I need a haircut. So there's about half of my hair. And it's straightened to the way I like it. And then you're going to take the last section, which for me is my bangs plus a couple pieces of hair. So you're just going to part your hair the way you usually do. And I usually grab my bangs and pull them to the side because I like to do this sections first. And so you take your pieces, once again, the thickest that you need, and you just go through and of your hair. This part is a little tricky because you're like with my straightener like starts to lose its heat because I don't know, I've had it for a while. I need to get a new one, but it starts to lose its heat and it just doesn't want to straighten very well anymore. So you just go through and make sure it's how you like it. And if you just see any like particular pieces you want to fix, just go through and fix those as you like. I always do my bangs last, just because I like to spend more time on them than I do my rest of my hair, because I style my bangs a certain way, and so that's all straightened up. And then for my bangs, I do it just like I would any other pieces. I go through and straighten and straighten, and I just drag it on further, try to straighten it. And just make sure it is all straightened up. And then if my ends are curling, I flip it the opposite way of the curl, just so it can become straight. And then what I do is I take my bangs once again and I flip them over to the other side. And then if there's any pieces on the side I need to fix, this would be the time that I would fix them. Sorry, my laptop is shutting down. And then I will take them and straighten them over this way, and you'll see why in a minute. Make sure all these pieces are really straight. Okay, and then you're going to take your straightener, and then you're going to flip them back over, and it just adds some length. And then you're going to fix it for a little bit. And then it just adds a little volume to it, makes them look cool. And then don't forget to turn your straightener off and put it somewhere cool where it won't like burn your house down. And that is the final look of my hair. Once again, everyone's different. That took a total of like 10 minutes. And so it's very, very quick and easy. Takes no time at all. Just know that every hair is different, every style is different. It just depends on like who you are, how you do your hair, how you feel comfortable with your hair. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Just comment, subscribe, do whatever, leave me comments down below if you like want me to do more hair tutorials or like makeup tutorials, anything really. That's all I have to say. Oh, and let's go Broncos. Super Bowl 50 winners. I don't know what I just did with my hands. Super Bowl 50 winners. This is their second Super Bowl.